Hey guys, welcome to a new video from Learn Arabic with Hamid. Today we will talk about some Arabic pronunciation tricks. So stay with me. So we have five tricks, five pronunciation or five letter pronunciation tricks that are quite difficult for non-Arabic native speakers. Actually, pronunciation in Arabic is an issue, and in my videos I have many comments about pronunciation of certain letters and certain types of pronunciation that are difficult to non-speakers, and I keep getting these comments about how to pronounce and what the time do I need to pronounce a certain letter. And so before I go to these five tricks, I want to say something. Pronunciation Arabic is not an impossible thing. Actually, it's something that you get by practice, like everything that you practice and you get good with. With time, if you practice the pronunciation of a certain letter, you will get better. And it, of course, it differs from letter to letter. And some letters, like for example, the alyn, the qaf, the dad, the, these letters are quite difficult to pronounce for non-Arabic native speakers. I can't understand this because actually you are not used to pronounce these when you were a kid and you didn't grow up pronouncing these letters. So we learned as native speakers to pronounce these letters from a really young age. That's why it's for us natural, but it doesn't mean that it's impossible for you to learn. Okay, it takes some time for you to master this pronunciation, but it takes a good deal of practice and daily practice. Let's say regular practice is very, very important if you want to master this kind of pronunciation. So let's dig into these five pronunciation, and let's start with the first one. The first one is called the turbulent ra. Turbulent ra. Turbulent because it has some turbulence in it. Okay, so it is not like English So in English you don't pronounce the letter just but in Arabic it's different. In Arabic you pronounce it so so it's quite difficult. I can imagine. And for me, when I was a kid, I had this problem pronouncing this letter. And it was pretty difficult for me to pronounce it, but I kept practicing until I got it. So it even happens that that we as natives, we could also have difficulty pronouncing some of the letters. So the turbulent R. What you do is that you make the tip of your tongue move in a turbulent way. The tip or the front tip of your tongue move, and it gets some turbulence with the front of your mouth. One of the methods that I learned when I was a kid that helps for this is to have like a pencil or a pen like this and put it in front of the mouth and try to make this turbulence with this pen. This was some of a method that was very popular in Egypt when I was a kid, and I remember that for some time I kept practicing this way and I got it after some time. So turbulent ra. Try to practice, try to use this method, and I'm sure with time you will get used to it and you will master this pronunciation. To the second one. The second one is called the suffocating ayn. Why I'm calling it the suffocating ayn? I'm calling it this because when you pronounce the letter ayn, it's like you are suffocating. So it comes from here, very deep. It's quite difficult to pronounce, I know, and I have a dedicated video to pronunciation of the ayn and the letter. And one tip is to try to listen to this pronunciation as much as possible. Okay, listening to it and try to imitate the condition of suffocating while you are pronouncing it. It helps, but not always, of course, until you master it. Okay, so I would say the suffocating ayn is very, very difficult at the beginning, but with time it will get easy. Okay, so to the next letter. The thirsty jeem. Okay, why I'm calling it thirsty? Thirsty is thirsty, want to drink. Okay, so in Arabic, usually in Egypt, we say عطش الجيم. Okay, عطش. The meaning of عطش, make it thirsty. Okay, so عطش الجيم. So عطش الجيم, to make it quite thirsty. And عطش, this is a word that we use in Egypt. So instead of gim, it's jeem. This I would say is not as difficult as the previous ones, because it's like the J in English, the J. Okay, so j. If you say jeem, for example, it's the same thing. So jamil, beautiful, for example. Okay, jamil, أو جديد, new. To the next letter. The next, it's actually two letters. Okay, they are actually two letters, the qaf and the dad, and I call them the unique letter. The unique letter. Unique letters because the pronunciation is quite unique in Arabic. So you don't find many languages have the same pronunciation as qaf, or dad. It's quite a heavy pronunciation, and it comes from all over the mouth. So you hear the echo of the letter inside the mouth while you are pronouncing it. Try to listen to it, as I discussed with the ayn. Try to listen to it many times. Listen to native speakers, how they pronounce it. Okay, and try to pronounce it from deep inside, not this is kaf, and this is qaf. Do you see the movement of my mouth, and you see the area of the air that the air goes into? Kaf, qaf. Okay, this is a big difference. So try to practice this. And to the final letter, which is so the final letter is a flat laam. And as why I'm calling it flat, because it's not like the L in English. For example, if you are pronouncing life in English, so it is la. Okay, la. But our flat laam, it's like la. And a good example for this is no, which is la in Arabic, la. And in many words in Arabic, you find the lam pronounced like this. It's not like la, but la. This is not difficult, and I think you can master it. But the most important thing is to pay attention to how this letter is pronounced, because if you're pronouncing it like in English, it will be very obvious that you are not a native speaker, and it may also alter the meaning of the word or make it difficult to understand. So these were some of the tricks or pronunciation tricks of the Arabic alphabet letters. I hope that you like this video, and I hope that you benefit from this video. Thanks a lot for your watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to share if you find it useful. Drop me a comment if you found it helpful, or if you have any other questions. Thanks a lot for your watching, and we'll see you in future videos.